Ladies and gentlemen, live online around the world and live here at the Copper Box Arena at the Olympic Park. Let's make some London noise!
Imagine this, that's all I'm going to say.
What event? This is upload, isn't it?
Imagine 8,000 people seeing your head absolutely crush onto the canvas. And Weller, lift his hands up!
Your referee was forced to stop the contest. Your winner by way of TKO from Watford. Let's hear it for
JJ, you did everything you said you were going to do.
Do you need drugs?
Drugs?
Do you need drugs to stay sane, bro?
What, antidepressants?
Yeah.
What, you taking a piss out of depression?
I'm not taking the piss.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm not taking a piss.
You taking a piss out of depression? That's exactly what you're doing.
Are you getting
How
the bread?
dare you,
Right,
bro?
well,
How's it going, everyone? It is currently the morning after the fight against KSI, and I just want to start off by saying, JJ, congratulations to you and your team. You thoroughly deserved that win, and yeah, I just want to say enjoy it, mate. You've earned it. Secondly, to everyone that came to the event, thank you so much. Like, the support you showed, you were rowdy, you made the place absolutely electric. So anyone watching around the world as well, you made that event something else. I think we actually broke records. It was the biggest white collar boxing event ever in the world. So that was just amazing to be a part of. The whole experience, the whole journey, it was incredible. And I have just learned so much from all of this, and it would not be possible without all of you taking part as well. So thank you. And yeah, now it's about just relaxing, eating as much food as I want, and yeah, on to my next challenge. So thank you for the support once again, and yeah, congratulations, JJ. See you all soon.
well, I mean, just ask Joe, man. Joe Weller, like, how he felt when he lost. He just, it's. I imagine it's the worst feeling. You know, I still let him know that he lost, and you know, everyone else let him know that he lost, etc. And imagine having that pretty much for the rest of your life.
And I got back to the dressing room, and I absolutely crumbled. I absolutely cried my eyes out. I was just absolutely in despair. The whole training camp, all that shit that I'd gone through, just felt like I'd thrown it all away again. Like, again. It got to the big moment and I absolutely flopped it. Like, in that moment, that is what it felt like.
You know, you work so hard, you know, aiming that there's only one outcome. There's an element of like blocking it out. Like you try to think, now I'm over it, I've overcome it, it's not a problem. But like when you do go back and like think about it, it's like almost unlocking a box that has just been locked away, and it's like this sticks with you. The people that obviously were on Team KSI and probably only got to know of me through this fight and just saw me going at the guy that they love, they still just want to rub it in till this day. So like no matter what I tweet, post, like whatever, I'm always reminded, like just constantly of it. Like no matter what, it's like, shut up, like it just is. You don't want to post, you don't want to put anything out, you don't want to voice your opinion, because all you're going to get back is just people saying, you're salty and you're just, You're just upset that you lost. And I am. Like, I obviously am. You know, naturally, all I get is just the same, no matter, even if I am fair and reasonable or not, it's the same sort of response. Just makes you not want to post. Like, it's easier to just like sit, like not do anything, but then that's against everything I stand for. Like, I want to be able to just, like, I don't care what people say, but then I just do. Mate, it's a hard one, it just is.
Did you think I was gonna beat Logan Paul?
Did I think? No.
Oh yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. I thought you were gonna get flattened, bro. I thought you were gonna get flattened.
Yeah.
And I know you know, low key, you thought that I sort of wanted that to happen.
Yeah.
True,
yeah.
right? And how I sort of looked at it is not that I want this guy to experience any sort of like of the mental health issues that I'd had as a result of the boxing, but I just wanted him to experience the feeling so he could maybe have a bit of like understanding because obviously after my fight you continued with the trying to just end me.
And you never know, like with you, you know, like you always go on about the fitness, and you know that's something I can see you know you enjoy doing that. Like here and there you have ups and downs, but you can tell like that's something you are passionate about, as well as what's it called, presenting, even this podcast. Like you just like talking. Why can't this be a career? Like,
yo, I'm gonna be honest, Joe. I don't like you, but I like what you stand for, okay? Mental illness is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I want this event to showcase that anyone who's suffering from mental illness, you are not alone, okay? And you should never, ever, ever give up.
So I know mental health can be a hard topic to talk about, and that's why I thought it was important that I would cover it in this video. It's such a huge part of Joe Weller's story and his process of recovery since the fight. He's had many ups and downs since the fight happened, but in particular seems to struggle with depression. It's really good that as a YouTube community we have someone like Joe Weller that's willing to put his reputation on the line to talk about these things and be open and honest for a second to help others, I guess. Having a figure as him is open and honest about it is it's going to encourage other people to open up about their own problems. This is exactly what an influencer of his size should be doing by letting people know that it's okay not to be okay, you know what I mean? If you do need help, there's some numbers for the UK mental health lines on the screen right now. If you're an international viewer, you can look up online, on Google or something, international mental health lines, and it should give you your country and the phone numbers you can call. Yeah, I just thought it was important that we talk about that before we end the segment. So back to the video.
So this is what Joe Weller has become. This is what I'm most probably known for now, just the kid that was at the top, was doing so well, had so much potential, and now all he does is just moan and is miserable and depressed.
The other thing I remember you said on the What's Good podcast is about how me and Gib didn't upload.
Yeah.
Straight after.
Yeah.
Losing. Now, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, so obviously, when you uploaded your video saying congrats to me and all of that, bro, that video banged. That video got millions of hits. Bro, you should just continued, man. You should just continue doing your thing.
The reason why I did the whole boxing thing was because I wasn't really wanting to do YouTube videos anymore. So it's so saying oh yeah, just go back and do your thing. It was mate, I did this to get away from doing that. So I tried to get back into the swing of it, but it was everything I tried to do was just cringy.
It's because
I wasn't feeling it.
It's because you'd matured. You were, that was the old Weller. I think at that point you need to try and figure out, what the new Weller is, what you enjoy next.
I've just been watching some of my old videos, not old videos where they were actually good, like videos that I've basically done since like 2018, you know, in this weird period where I sort of started doubting myself, thinking I was shit, and fuck me, like it's made me livid. I think it's where in these recent-ish videos that I've done, sort of last year, the year before, where you can tell that I'm trying to do YouTube, I'm trying to play up to the camera, but I'm so unconfident and doubting myself that I'm just not really doing it, and it's for me to watch and seeing, like some people may not even have clocked it or really see it, but it's where I know the look on my face when I'm not feeling it, or the little nervous laugh that I do. Fast forward to today. What I feel the problem actually is my perspective, right? The way I look at YouTube and videos is like it has to be perfect, absolutely every time. That's why I do retakes and stutter, because I'm overthinking trying to get it so perfect. And it's like, mate, have a laugh, bruv. It's YouTube, it's making videos, it's just connecting with people, and that is literally all it is. It's not that deep. Have fun. And as well, I've just been looking at the virus stuff and how lucky I am to be healthy, safe, my family to be healthy and safe, and the fact I'm here moaning about making videos, like fuck off.
So I wanted to sit down with you guys quickly and give my honest opinion about Joe Weller's current content. To this day, October 18th, 2020, Joe Weller still seems to be like a bit directionless in terms of his content. His last few videos have been nothing like each other. There just seems to be like no sense of direction for his main channel. Like it seems to be a bit of a trial and error process right now to see what like he wants to do next. The current consistency and like success of his podcast Waffling indicates like what route he might want to go down. Due to the topics that they talk about not being advertiser friendly, that channel isn't monetized, as he like mentioned before. So it's not really like a reliable source of income because they don't make any money apart from like sponsors and that. Obviously with the vulgar topics that they talk about, not many people want to sponsor it, so it can be quite difficult to like monetize that channel, which is why it's so important that he gets his main channel like back on track so that he can get back to his best, you know. You've seen KSI mentioned and many others. Joe Weller just needs to find out what's next for him. I have no doubt that whatever it is, he'll still be successful at it. But Joe Weller's current content, the fact that he still gets decent views shows that there's still like a loyal fan base that like is active and wants to see him regardless of what he posts. Yeah, I just want to give my thoughts on this topic and let you guys know what I think of his content right now. So yeah, let's continue the video. As for the future of Joe Weller and his channel, it still seems to be pretty all over the place. As I've previously mentioned, his last 4 videos have been like nothing alike. He turned his hometown into a holiday resort.
I want to turn my hometown into a mental luxury holiday destination. We're gonna do it, like this is gonna be the sickest 10 minutes. Let's go.
Tutorial on how to cut your hair.
Oh no!
He did a video regarding the Black Lives Matter movement.
You know, we think, it's gonna go, it's gonna be dealt with. But it just remains and it remains. The only difference is now we see videos of it. We can capture it on our phones.
Like a music sort of video, like for a song. Not to mention that he hasn't uploaded on his main channel in 3 months. Also watched a video of him more recently, like a few weeks ago, saying that he might want to explore the avenue of being a DJ.
I've been learning to DJ, and it's been fucking amazing. I'm interested to know, would you guys come to an event that I performed? There are 2 things that I've always had a feeling deep within. Since about year 5, I've always thought, and you'll actually vouch for this, always felt like boxing was going to be coming to my life at some point, and DJing. Have I always not mentioned DJing? I've always mentioned it. I've always mentioned it, right? And DJing's been the other thing. And the fact that I'm now miraculously doing it and getting the hang of it and like loving it, it's like, mate, that's the next thing.
I think the most important thing for Joe Weller right now is he just figures out what he wants to do, like with his career and his life in general. You know, DJing, fitness, just he needs a route to like stick to and go down. I've mentioned multiple times that routine is so important for him to like maintain his happiness. I think once Weller gets out of this spiral of confusion and gains like a sense of direction for his channel and his life, I just think he'll be much happier. Genuinely do believe he could once again rise to the top of the UK YouTube scene. 2.5 years on, he does seem a lot more like he definitely has more of a direction than he did. It's pretty apparent from like the current stuff that you've seen in this video. Continuing his podcast and expanding on that, and just his fitness and just maybe DJing and just making sure that he has a sense of direction and knows what he wants to do. Finding that potential content style could genuinely change everything for him, and you know, I really hope he does find it. It's been a long process of recovery for him, but you know, I think he's doing well, and I think he just needs to keep going. He's already come so far since the fight, and I genuinely believe he'll be at his best soon again.